You think Chiefs?
I think they'll play good football. They'll dominate.
What I'm waiting for.
They'll do what they do on the pitch.
Interesting enough, when they made the throw, Chiefs players were in the field just after their match, and then they got Paris, they celebrated.
Yeah, they celebrated.
I hope those celebrations, they live up to them on Saturday. I just hope, man.
Oh, I hope my ass Batembe. Whether it's Umuti or something, just win, man.
It's not enough haste, man. So who's scoring?
This season, Chief.
Who is scoring? Is it?
Yeah?
Who is scoring?
Sterling and Lodge.
Don't.
I fuck. Nothing but
Salengashi.
We'll end this conversation with saying Nsalengashi.
Nsalengashi. No, thank you,
So we
Danko boy.
Shout out, boys.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Hey, boy, we were saying, Harry Kane. See you in June. He's coming to United, boy.
Yeah, so news, it's not breaking, but it's news thing. From Messi, from Mr. Roman, here we go. Messi will leave Paris Saint-Germain at the end of the season. There are no doubts about that anymore. Behind the scenes, it's now understood that Leo's father communicated the decision to PSG already 1 month ago due to the project. It was the final breaking point. So,
what is the project? Which project is this?
I'm not sure. Maybe
Project Mbappe.
Maybe it's Mbappe's project.
Mbappe.
Real Madrid, they hope to finalize the Bellingham deal already this month, as they did with Chouameni, in order to avoid any late U-turn. You remember the U-turn with Mbappe? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I will be there no matter what. So, Real Madrid, they feel agreement on personal terms is almost reached, as some journalists also mentioned, and also Prison Man, it's official, it's confirmed. Sam Allardyce, Big Sam, signs as a new Leeds United coach until June. Javi Gracia has been fired, given the sack. Allardyce will be assisted by former MK Dons, Charlton Athletic, and Oxford United manager Carl Robinson. What do you think about that?
I think
I'll ask this question before we move on from the Spurs and Pochettino. If the news of Potchetinho are true, that is going to join Chelsea, what's your projection for Chelsea next season? In terms of trophies, in terms of everything, top 4, top 6, top 10.
But there's nothing that tells me Pochettino will win me something.
So
I know I won't be shit.
but you're in the Europe or the conference. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. It's full-time food. The Red Devils and the Jesus followers on the left of the of the front two.
On the left of the left.
On the left. What have you got to say, Doc? Devza, what's happening, Doc?
No, nothing much, man. Apparently when I don't eat on this podcast, it's not a nice pod. So I'm back with the snacks. And the water, man. When you plan to go the full 90 minutes, you make sure you have enough refreshments.
Yes, it must go full time footy.
You must go all 38 games of you must go all the way.
On the touchline, Mr. Goes through the third poly. Come on.
The Potter boys.
006.
Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard at the wheel.
Frank Lampard is coming with some Mangetta ball.
Mangetta ball is better.
Amen. But where do we want to start, man? How are you doing, Jens, after the long weekend? After,
Suffering, man.
It's been football is coming in quickly.
Nah, I was suffering, man. After the very long weekend, suffering, but a lot of football, if I may say. I liked it. What's your feeling?
You meant a lot of football, a lot for us personally as content creators to digest and have to come here and talk about, man. So it's been a lot. Man.
I think it's too much.
It's too much football.
Where
man.
do we start?
Hot off the press.
Hot of the press. Let me see. Hot of the press. Let's start hot of the press.
Hot of the press.
But just what I know is that Lionel Messi has been banned, has been suspended actually by PSG for going to Saudi Arabia unauthorized. So
they essentially gave him another holiday.
yes.
So wait, I didn't know. So maybe let's start there and say I didn't know footballers when they go on a trip. It had to be sanctioned first to say we allow you to authorize it. No, but what if it's also because we've heard talks of Messi going to Saudi, back to Saudi.
So
there is
a background on the Messi story. So he had actually planned the trip. So it was a planned trip, and they had cancelled it for multiple times now. I think 2 times that had cancelled the trip. So it was a planned trip that he was going to go there. So he had put in the request, and also his Messi, but we were not there. And then I think they said he was going to get those 2 days to go to Saudi Arabia if they had won the game against Dorians. Not even him personally, but the team was going to get 2 days off. So that was his chance to go to Saudi Arabia. So they scheduled it for that time. Predicting that they'll probably win the game, or they should win the game. But then they lost the game, and then they got 1 day off instead of 2. But then he went ahead because he had already planned the trip, and he's Messi, and it's the World Cup, and he's the coach. So
it's bigger than PSG, so it's like
But currently he's suspended for 2 weeks. He cannot train with the team. He cannot be involved with the team.
What happens when he's suspended? Does he chill at home, or does he? I mean, you're basically saying. Like, what are you saying to him?
Probably crazy, and it's probably crazy. But let me see what's of the press.
No, but like, and then now, so they're saying his dad also told the PSG management, his dad, I think is Jorge. Like in Spanish, it's not Jorge, it's Jorge.
Yeah, and it's his father.
So I think his father.
I just turned on the laptop again.
Yeah, so I think his father might have said, "Are we still rolling?"
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, so I think then his father said something along the lines of, he'll be leaving end of the season. That's a guaranteed. Do you believe it? And what's next? Because I heard Xavi doesn't want to comment.
So in terms of Messi and PSG,
it's over.
From 2 months ago, or I'll say after the World Cup, he had no intentions of renewing the contract. So already
they're just saying he's leaving PSG.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, so news. It's not breaking, but it's news team from Messi, from Mr. Roman. Here we go. Messi will leave Paris Saint-Germain at the end of the season. There are no doubts about that anymore. Behind the scenes, it's now understood that Leo's father communicated the decision to PSG already 1 month ago due to the project. It was the final breaking point. So,
what is the project? Which project is this?
I'm not sure. Maybe
Project Mbappe.
Maybe it's Mbappe's project.
Mbappe.
Apparently, Mbappe is the one.
Is the project.
Who paid him. But let's move on man, from Messi.
So it's good to know that Project Mbappe is not only working out in some people's lives, but even at PSG, Project Mbappe is not working out. But let's move on.
Let's move on.
So what's the big news? Jude Mfaga Bellingham.
Yes. It's another breaking news coming from also Mr. Fabrizio Roman. Here we go. Real Madrid, they hope to finalize the Bellingham deal already this month, as they did with Tchouaméni, in order to avoid any late U-turn. You remember the U-turn with Mbappe? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I will be there no matter what. So Real Madrid, they feel agreement on personal terms is almost reached, as some journalists also mentioned, and also have met with Uni Calafat, multiple meetings with the players' camp. So it seems like Perez is working on the next midfield trio, replacing Cruz, Casemiro, and Modric. Already as Valverde,
Chomeni,
Camavinga.
Now he's bringing in the British man, Jude Bellingham.
Sure.
It's going to be scary, but
Sure.
not for Real Madrid. It's going to be scary. But yeah, man.
It's gonna be ringing bells there.
Another breaking news.
Sure.
Big Sam.
I'm telling you, he's back. He's back.
You know, there are coaches who win titles.
Yeah.
There are coaches who get you top 4. There are coaches who just keep you in the Premier League. Then there are coaches who avoid relegation.
Sam Allardyce and Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche. He was But yeah, Fabrizio Romano, it's official, it's confirmed. Sam Allardyce, Big Sam, signs as a new Leeds United coach until June. Javi Gracia has been fired, given the sack. Allardyce will be assisted by former MK Dons, Charlton Athletic, and Oxford United manager Carl Robinson. What do you think about that?
I think for me it just depends whether it's too late in the season. But we've already seen how the relegation battle is as tight as well. I was about to say at the top, but I think they so I didn't get the script. So scratch that. But I think that this season it's tighter at the bottom than it is at the top.
And also seeing that Chelsea are also going to join, so it's going to be interesting.
I think Chelsea, it's just a matter that it's possible in numbers, right? But I think it would be shocking if it got to that point.
It would be shocking.
I think other teams have to do exceptionally well.
Yeah, so
They have to essentially win all the remaining games.
Yeah, for it to happen.
Just one. Get a point. Get 40 points.
I'm talking about the teams in relegation, like below Chelsea, especially Leeds, Forest, Leicester,
Southampton.
But I don't
Southampton
know how many points Southampton are.
No, but yeah.
But I think it's mathematically possible. They must believe.
Who? Southampton.
The people who want Chelsea to go down, they must believe.
No, Chelsea is not going down. But in terms of Leeds, I think it's doable, man. I think even if Leeds do manage to somehow lose all the games that they have remaining, which is probably possible, depending on the teams below them, they probably will stay up. Now that they've Big Sam, and apparently he was given a contract for only those 4 games that are remaining.
So you'll only manage those 4 games.
I think there's a bonus for if he stays up.
So it's 500,000 pounds given. That is salary for the 4 games, and then 2.5 million if he achieves to stay up.
I think Leeds will make it. I think West Ham is most likely safe
because they have games in hand.
They have 1 game and they have 34 points.
Yeah.
And then
they are game in hand.
And then Leicester, Leeds, Nottingham have all 34 games with 30 points. Everton, Southampton. I think Southampton is pretty much gone.
So Southampton and I think Forest will also go. Then it's between Everton and
I didn't want to say it, Mara.
Leicester.
So James Wood-Prowse, that celebration of his finally came through. they finally got knocked out.
Yeah, he's a Wood-Prowse.
I don't know if it's a home run or what. Is the 2nd division their home? At least we've got some great company next season. Ben is back.
He's heading to the Premier League.
We have some great company in the Premier League. But I think so. The 2 teams who do you want to talk about it today? Which we can talk about relegation.
I think let's just state. I think in Forest and I'll call Everton. Probably go down.
Who's the coach now?
Sean Dyke.
Sean Dyke, I don't think.
I think Sean Dyke. Frank Lampard did enough damage to Everton before Sean Dyke could save them. That's how I just think about it, man.
Oh, okay.
If they had him earlier, they could have been above the water.
I also think you're right. Yeah,
and I would prefer them to go
of-
down other than the others.
I think Forest and Everton are gone. Leeds manager bounce might just help them.
there is nothing that's annoying than Everton away. It's also good for the league.
For the league. But
it's like Burnley away. You see, Arsenal are pretty easy this season because there's no Burnley away.
but also I see Don Carlo here is saying in the hot of the press.
Yeah.
Don Carlo is saying they're looking for a replacement for Benzema already. You see, this is the thing we spoke about Madrid, boy.
It's sustainability. Yes.
and the next. But there's Rodrigo. Where like
Who's Rodrigo? He's not a striker.
but he always plays in that position.
But he's not a Benzema.
But he scores. The boy has it.
Martinelli scores as well.
Okay. You wanna take Martinelli?
No, I'm just saying even Vinicius because they're not the same player.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Who would you bring in to?
Let's see who Don Carlo brings.
Don Carlo.
But I don't think it would be Carlo. I think Perez would be in charge because they'll fire him. Because Madrid won't win the Champions League.
And then I see Chelsea are still confused. Okay, Liverpool is planning to do business in the summer. They already did a lot of business.
With what
But
man?
they already did a lot of business as well, man.
Abana Chelete. Abana Chelete. They pulled out of Liverpool pulled out of the Jude Bellingham deal before it even started.
And then another João Pedro, new Brighton player.
João Pedro is it the guy from Watford?
Yeah.
I don't know much about it, but if man, it's not top 10, so I'm not sure.
Okay. And then another breaking news: Mauricio Pochettino to Chelsea.
Please read it out. Please read it out.
So Chelsea are prepared to continue talks.
Yes.
With Mauricio Pochettino.
So it means the
This
talks
week,
have started. Sorry about
they've been happening.
So now they are continuing.
Yeah.
Okay.
This weekend are entering into the final stages of the process.
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna win something at Chelsea, man. I have a good feeling.
I think he's going to win the sack, man. There's nothing
the way the league goes and some leads. and some lead.
So are you done, man?
No, man, I think, this is off the press for the past week.
Okay, just based on what you've said, Mr. Yours truly, and even you as well, include you, what's your feeling? What's your feeling in terms of Pochettino going to Chelsea?
You know what I don't like about this thing, Uti? Okay, I've moved past that. Uti, they sacked Tuchel. Okay, I can't go back to Tuchel. They were trying to replace Porter. I'm saying after Porter, they had these interviews because now Paul is too scared to make another mistake. There were a series of interviews. They interviewed Enrique. Mm-hmm. They interviewed Nagelsmann. They took so long that Nagelsmann ended up Mourinho U-turn is like, I don't want the job anymore. It's fine. They removed Enrique from the short list as well.
Or Enrique removed himself.
They're like, we are not impressed. Our vision is not aligned. What. And then you go. It doesn't look good. I'm not saying Pochettino won't work out. I'm just saying it doesn't look good.
And
there's nothing that tells me it can work out.
Here's what I'm also saying. I think I'm struggling to disassociate Pochettino from his previous clubs.
His Spurs. Pochettino is Spurs.
And that's what I'm saying. And when I see Spurs, I see, and this is maybe the next thing we must talk about, but I see bottlers of note when I see both of them. And I see Poch when I see, and he's bottled at PSG as well. Right?
He's a bottler.
He's just a bottler. We've seen him take Spurs to the semi-final, and they got there and they played like they were playing a Premier League game.
To the final.
In the final, ne?
They still bottled it. He opted for Harry Kane when he was unfit. Then he benched Lucas Moura, who took him to the final.
Exactly. So for me, it feels like someone who's scared, who doesn't know what he's doing, who... I don't think Chelsea is that guy for Chelsea, man.
I will say it now. If I'm proven wrong, so be it. But he's not the right
man. He's had the backing of money.
He's not.
He's at PSG.
He's also had the backing of Messi.
He's never done it or made it work. I don't think he's cut out for the big boys, man.
No, he's not. I think his best chance was to go to I think Spurs.
Go back to Spurs.
Because with Spurs they have unfinished business and they have that connection. Because actually, I've never seen Spurs this disinterested in playing football. Even when
I was also about to say we know Spurs. We see the Spurs we see now.
Yes,
and I think he was a better coach for Spurs.
Even when they were losing,
they
never lost without any character, man, without any fight.
Exactly.
So at least
you're
we
always
bring
afraid
that
to kind of play Spurs.
Yes,
and you still are. You see that they're an inconsistent team. You know what they did to us they're an inconsistent team.
Yes,
but they're deadly if they want to play
because they have the players.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But like, I think I've seen Mourinho come in, and this is the thing: we must disassociate the coach, and sometimes you start appreciating the coach when you see how much of a terrible team they had to coach.
Yes.
So in his case, we see the Spurs now. We just see I think we are starting to see that there's bigger problems at Spurs. Mm-hmm. And he used to be able to somewhat hide and cover.
Yes, because he's Spurs through and through. Pochettino has never came out to the media, or at least that I know of, and just blasted all the Spurs players. He is Spurs himself, so he understands. He has that connection with the players and also the fans. So I think...
So is this our new vision? In terms of Chelsea now, the Spurs vision.
Yes,
but
unfortunately.
Because they hired him, they preferred him over Nagelsmann and Henry.
Yes, if they
haven't hired him, it's not yet finalized.
But if Chelsea...
Yeah, but it's 90%.
Okay. I'll ask this question before we move on from the Spurs and Pochettino. If the news of Pochettino are true, that is going to join Chelsea, what's your projection for Chelsea next season? In terms of trophies, in terms of everything, top 4, top 6, top 10.
But there's nothing that tells me Pochettino will really mean something.
So
I know I won't be shit.
But you're in the Europe or the conference. So
I'm not anywhere. That's the thing. 11 players who have rest Marastil, I don't see him challenging.
Even if they were in the conference, he has only won the League One after failing also in the first season. So
I don't think he stands a chance, man.
I think if they do appoint him, for me, it's a bad appointment.
No.
Especially
I don't say it as a good one. I might be wrong.
It's like you keep on downgrading. Because when I see, because what Pochettino is a failed Potter. Because Pochettino did what Potter has done. Maybe Potter has built his name, has coached lower teams, and then has also coached Brighton. So he has built his name. He's also coached the ladies to build a name enough so that he can go to the bigger teams. Then he went to Chelsea, then he failed. Pochettino, same thing. Coached a small team, which is Spurs. Built the team, built the connection, and took them to the Champions League final. Then he failed. Now you are taking a failed Potter. That's what I think. It's a fail.
But it can be on the other side now, Uguti. It did beat Spurs. It did take them to the Champions League final.
Yeah.
It can be the fact that, because Vele as a coach, it's a learning process. You are learning new things every day. It might be a fact good. Maybe next time when it does that, maybe if he does it with Chelsea, he can win. Then the second time, maybe.
I don't think Pochettino is.
But when I look at Pochettino,
we don't have the evidence.
I don't see it.
He's not a winner.
Maybe it's just that he spent too much time at Spurs. But I don't see
he's not a winner, man.
He is
with that Spurs team.
With
that Spurs team, boy.
They're the best team in the Premier League at some point, man. I mean, they had Hugo Lloris, a World Cup winner. Then they had the best defense who were the best in Europe when Belgium had that squad. They had Alderweireld and Vertonghen, they had Rose, they had Walker, they had Dembele, they had Wanyama, they had Eriksen, they had Harry Kane coming out of the blocks. They also had Dele Alli has failed. What is he going to do with Mudryk?
Win the fucking Champions League.
And another thing is, we know how impatient you guys get. You see,
Maybe not that point.
That's the thing, Guti. As much as
the fans,
You
yes.
see, Spurs fans are very patient
Because they know nothing about winning.
With like
That's the
Spurs
thing.
fans, as long as you finish top 4, they're like, oh, we are still Spurs.
And you beat Arsenal with draw.
But and you draw against Man United.
And Harry Kane scores.
Hey, with that cigarette cake.
See you in June. See you in June. Harry Kane. See you in June. See you in June. See you in June. See you in June.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, let's move on,
So let's move on. I see
Let's
you're
move
wearing
on.
this other colorful top day. It's going down.
Abafana bokuthola noxolo ezasepefeni.
Eish.
Awu madoda.
The how?
Ay. You see, when it comes to
Class.
okay. When it comes to when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, man, I love Kaizer Chiefs, and right now it's disappointing. But when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs or any other team and it's cup games, come on, man.
Come on, man.
It's binary. It's 1-0. You win or lose. There's no draw. So I have nothing to lose other than the semi-final, of course. But yeah. So what do you think of the Soweto derby?
Man,
The Nedbank Cup semi-final.
I think Pirates will obviously be coming for blood, but I think throughout the season they've seen that they can't beat us. I think that's one thing. I think
When you say us, you mean Chiefs?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think this Pirates this season can beat Chiefs.
I don't agree. I don't necessarily agree. I know Chiefs have won the last 2 games this season. I know.
Yeah.
But we saw those. Okay, the first goal in the first leg or in the first round of the league. Center line. Okay, it was a good goal, but we saw it. 1-0. Could have easily been a draw. And then second round, yours truly.
From his own half.
Then Olisa.
Go.
Barimini. Ja. He scored an end goal.
That's why I'm saying good. Hey, I think Chiefs will get a hiding.
No,
This
but
one, like
I
a
think
proper hiding.
also Pirates is a well coached team relative to Kaizer Chiefs. I must say that. And they have. I mean, let's not forget Pirates. They have a trophy this season. They have the MTN 8, and to get the MTN 8, they beat a Mamelodi Sundowns that was hot beginning of the season. So
Chiefs were beaten by Amazon.
yeah, well, Kematsul. And then, so what I'm saying is that I don't see, in terms of what I've just said, I don't see Chiefs going to the final because Pirates, they can play in terms of the cards and they can just win the match, especially if they have something to lose. But yeah, man, probably see penalties.
But then again, in the previous 2 games, I saw maybe Pirates would win. This is what I see again now, and Chiefs won the other 2. So it's football. That's why the game
Remember,
is played.
football is about getting over the line.
It's
Doing what
PSL.
you
This
need
one
to
is not
do.
even. It's not football. It's PSL. This one. So
Yeah, this one is
the unpredictability is actually worse.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's teams who get through, who just do what they need to do.
Do you think Pirates will do what they need to do
I
to
don't
go to
think
the
so.
final? Okay.
You said they're well coached.
Do you think
I
Chiefs?
I think they'll play good football. They'll dominate.
What I'm waiting for.
They'll do what they do on the pitch.
Interesting enough, when they made the draw, Chiefs players were in the field just after their match, and then they got Pirates. They celebrated.
Yeah, they celebrated.
I hope those celebrations they live up to them on Saturday. I just hope. Man.
Oh, I hope with my ass Batembe. Whether it's Umuti or something, just win, man.
And then they must
Whatever made
win.
you celebrate, it must work.
But what do you think?
I think Chiefs will win. With that said, I think Chiefs will win.
Yours truly?
Hey, man. I'm not sure if Pirates will win, but I'm definitely sure Chiefs will win. Chiefs will not lose.
What do you think?
This podcast is very biased.
It's not
people
biased.
are saying, you guys are always biased.
We are. We are biased. We are biased.
We haven't said our tagline in a while. That this is the most biased podcast in the country. But I think Chiefs will. I'm not saying Chiefs will lose, né? Or Chiefs will win, né? but Pirates will lose.
No, but it's serious talk. It's like me going into a derby knowing very well that we don't have the chances, we don't have the upper hands, or I would say we're underdogs. But it doesn't necessarily mean that underdogs will lose. Going into the game, Chiefs are underdogs. But I still believe
But
Chiefs
are we
will win.
underdogs when we've beaten them most of this season?
In terms of form, we are underdogs. But in terms
They
of...
just lost this today, né?
They drew.
Yeah, that's an L, man.
A Chiefs lost, not... lost.
But you know, when we come to derbies, form goes out of the window. Everything, Jay.
Yeah, but also I think over the past 2-3 years, definitely over the past year, this is probably the worst derby I've seen, man, in terms of how everything plays.
Yeah.
And
it's
there's
down
been
to
a lot of them,
it's-
and poor quality derbies.
Yeah, so at least now it's a cup game. But when it's a cup game, they probably will sit back. So
I
Yeah,
can expect another 0-0. Because it won't be. It'll be 0-0 until the penalties.
yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
No, shorts. Let's go for penalties.
Let's go for penalties. But what I was saying, where you heard it first, Kaizer Chiefs going to the Nedbank Cup 2023
And
final.
who's that in the other semi-final?
I don't know, but I think Stellenbosch will make it.
Stellenbosch and some other
Is
team.
it Sekukuni? Not sure. Or
Yeah,
Galants?
probably.
Not sure. But another thing that I would say, which is probably...
It's Gallants. They beat Sundowns, eh?
No, that's Stellenbosch.
The Stellenbosch that beat Sundowns.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
But
It's-
yeah, same thing. It's PSA.
But I feel like whoever wins between Chiefs and Pirates, they won't win the trophy. That's my feeling. We can come back to this.
That's why I think Chiefs will go to the final.
Then
Deja vu of
Deja vu then gets Stellenbosch.
I know. I think they'll win, man. They need it.
You don't win because
They need it for how many-
One of the Soweto Giants needs a boost.
No, but come on, James. Let's be before you close off this. Come on. When was the last time you saw Kaizer Chiefs winning a trophy? Me now, I have not celebrated.
So-
I have not typed in my
So-
smartphone to say congratulations, Kaizer Chiefs.
So as a Man United fan
Motorola.
and a Kaizer Chiefs fan,
Yes.
I think this is the year.
No,
The dust from the cabinets is coming out.
The difference is that Manchester United has Ten Hag. They don't have. They have.
We have Mangete.
They're saying it's a crime that Mangeta is not included in the coach of the season conversation. I also think it's a crime to think about that. Joe. I think it's a crime.
That's where the crime scene is.
10 triple one. These are my boys. These are my boys. Ay. But you see, the one thing that
I think he even plays a 10-1 formation.
not recognized by FIFA.
Like the 361 Lampard.
Which one is that one? But let's go there, man. What's happening at Chelsea?
Nothing's happening there. It's
Do you fear relegation?
not really, man. That's just Twitter comments.
Yeah, but let's not go back to the Chelsea. We've talked
we're
about
already done.
Potchetinho. You know they are not going to win the next game. So Frank Lampard has not won the last 6 games. Not having not won is an understatement. He has lost.
Yeah, he's lost all of them. I think it's 6 or 7.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the next 007. That's the next 007.
It got even worse because it's not games like they sit. Even Bournemouth.
The last 3 games for Chelsea is Manchester City away for Chelsea. Then it's Manchester United away from Chelsea. Then it's Newcastle home to Chelsea. That's it. That's no points.
That's no point.
They have no points playing those games.
At least there's United. There's a point there.
Which United? Because there's only one. but before we go anywhere, man, before we leave Mzanzi and everything, the African champions are going to the World Cup in Banyana. They're going to the FIFA World Cup. You know, Muna. No, I'm gonna play better than Bafana.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I wouldn't say that.
That's our crown jewel. Man.
I wouldn't say that.
But they're the African champions.
I wouldn't say that. Though. I wouldn't say Banyana plays better than Bafana.
They performed better.
Yes.
Okay, must I put it like that?
Yes, because.
But I think even if you put them in one field, I'm worried now.
I'm also worried.
I think if you put them in the. Hey.
If you on that same conversation, I'm not deflecting. Barca for me against this current Chelsea, who wins?
Barca what?
The female team, Barcelona.
No, they must play the Chelsea.
Invincibles, ne? They're the Invincibles.
Yes,
they've won every
twice.
game.
It's twice now.
Twice.
For the last 2 seasons, they won all the games.
Against that Chelsea team.
No, I'm saying in their league. So I'm saying the female Barcelona team against this current Chelsea
The
team.
male Chelsea team, ne?
Yes.
I wouldn't smart this, ne?
Yes.
I'm sure. No,
Yes.
but I'll be honest, ne? Rhys James's sister plays better than Rhys James this season. Let's be honest.
Rhys James' sister plays better than a lot of.
Have you watched Rhys James' sister play?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like a female Rhys James.
Yeah, but like she's playing better than. That's the thing.
Rhys James.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
No,
that's
the
really
part
sister.
that she's playing better than him.
And was playing for United, then he switched.
Yeah.
play for Chelsea.
Wanted to win apparently.
Right?
but yeah, so that Barca team is scary, man.
Yeah, I know it's very scary. But let's talk about. Let's go back to Banyana.
Let's talk about Banyana. It's 80 days countdown.
Oh, where's the World Cup?
New Zealand, Australia.
I think Banyana, they are pride of the nation, man.
I think so too.
They are the pride of the nation. They barely disappoint. And female football in general, they don't have the sponsors, so they don't get much recognition. So big ups to them, and that's what Bafana should be doing in terms of like national teams in Africa. That's how I think about it, because in terms of resources, they are way ahead of the other countries. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And in terms of the league, Banyana doesn't have a league, but because of the standard of football and the funding in South Africa, they actually doing much better.
And they don't have a league. You're right.
Yeah, it shows.
So there's no league, there's no funding, but the teams are performing.
Yes,
and there's no development.
Yeah, there's
as well.
barely any development. But yeah, shout outs to them, man. Yeah.
Nah, but it's the Bafana situation is the same thing as England.
What do you mean? Why?
Like in terms of the country itself, infrastructure, resources, everything. They have all the money, but when it comes to those chances to perform on international level, they can't do it.
So you're saying Bafana now?
Yeah.
Bafana and England, I'm
Yes,
saying
yes.
same thing.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah, they're cheese boys.
Yeah.
You can see all of them.
They
They're
did
just
Because I mean, if you come from I have no offense to Brazil or South America, but if you come from Brazil, you cross the continent, you go to Europe, you can't go there and be comfortable.
Yeah.
But if you are a Cobham boy, just living across the street, your mom is here, your family is here, just going training at Chelsea from the youth. Now you're Galaga. Give it your all. Probably not.
I think you know what they must do in England, ne? They are more proud at club level than they are at national level.
But
I don't see. I think like if you look at Rashford and how he's wearing the United shirt now, there's that passion. All of them. to say I'm a United player. I grew up in this community. I come from Manchester. I play here, you know. But like when it goes to England, it's like, what's happening?
But that just speaks, I think, to the society itself. Because going back to what Max said about the players from Brazil, have you watched the Argentina? It's not the derby, but the biggest rivalry, Boca Juniors and River Plate. Those people, they really love their clubs. But in terms of Argentina, you can see how they slandered Messi. They really love Argentina as well. So it's
even Brazil. They actually
love their clubs, but they love the national team. I think even better because that's when people die in that derby when it's the derby.
Yeah,
but when it's Argentina, they forget about that.
Yeah.
So just in terms of that, they it's also about the stature of the club. I mean, if you're playing for United, you're playing for Liverpool, Chelsea, and then Arsenal. Because they are the biggest clubs in England, I will say it now. If you're playing there and you're English, you definitely know you're guaranteed nailed-on starter as England. So you give it your all, and also you're playing home, so there's that pride. So, but in general, the English teams are not sustained by the English players. I mean, will you be proud to be Maddison playing for Leicester now?
No, man.
The only thing that you're proud is that you are English. But you just want a big move just like anyone else would.
So are you saying, for instance, now with our medicine, a lot of these clubs are going to lose those players because the pride is not there anymore?
Yes, they are not playing for the club. They're playing they're playing to get game time, and if we stay up in the Premier League, it's fine. That's what I think.
Medicine, see you in June.
See you in June. Before we go, we're running out of time. What time is it? Yeah, we have 2 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, what did I want to talk about? Obvious, there's only one place, man.
Manchester United
in the room. I see we had to do away with the table because there's no table. I see Valen in the podcast.
You see now, even Old Trafford is not on top of the table. But let's call him Chef, man. But
I hope there's network, okay? I'm gonna try give him. We're talking about FaceTime.
Now you can call either one of them, Kevin or Shefi.
It's ringing.
Ringing.
But what do you wanna ask him?
Ask him. What you want to ask him, I want to ask him. But ask him in terms of the game. See you in June.
Van.
What's up, boy?
I'm good, boy. You're live on the pod.
Hey, what's up, James?
You're good, boy. I'm here. Max is here. Sbonga is here. Yours truly is here.
Everyone's here, boy.
We're all here, boy.
The table is not.
The best looking guy on YouTube is back again in full effect.
Danko. You know what we have to do today in studio, boy?
Just a supporter.
What did you have to do, boy?
We literally thought we don't need a table anymore.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal is not on top of it anymore.
You see, I was applauding your football knowledge not so long ago. Now you're telling me Arsenal are no longer top of the table. We must check your facts straight.
Technically they are not. We know they.
The last time I checked, Arsenal was still top of the table. So I don't know.
The thing is, when this drops, when you have a team, when this drops, I'm sure you won't be. But like at the same time, boy, we know with City being guaranteed to win, we all know you're not a top.
This is the Premier League. You can't guarantee anything. Max once said
it. You would know.
What did Max say?
Yeah, you know.
You'd know. But
ask him about the game.
But now, man, we want to hear your thoughts from that footballing lesson from the school of Pep.
Yeah, no. All I can say is, no, we battled it, boy.
No, but just let us know about that game. What what I think one thing I saw is that Arsenal are still young boys. Mikel Arteta needs to go back to school. He was literally a deputy in that game. You could see he was a deputy.
You know that game, right? It showed us that we are still the youngest. Arsenal are the youngest team.
Out there.
Yes.
With the youngest manager in the Premier League.
Yes.
So that game really showed us the difference between the two teams at the moment. Obviously, we've been terrorizing the league so far, but when it comes to Man City, you can just see it was men against boys, and the men prevailed.
Yeah.
So you see, the Manchester City game for me wasn't the turning point in the season, because I knew that it was very difficult. It was going to be very difficult for us to get a result at the Etihad. They have a terrible record at the Etihad, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon once Pep is still there. So, but for me, the turning point was the 3 games before that. Like, the amount of points we dropped from winning positions was so demoralizing.
That's the definition of bottling.
Yeah, that's the pure definition of bottling, boy.
Yeah.
And in all of those 3 games, Arteta was supposed to take charge of the team. Like, for instance, in the Liverpool game, we are 2-0 up, Salah scores, and then you can see Anfield erupted, boy. At that moment, he was supposed to make changes. Zinchenko out, Tierney in with defending, boy. And it's like, both of those games, the West Ham game and the Liverpool game, both of them didn't make substitutions quickly. After the 2 goals, we were just relaxing. Partey was making mistakes left, right, and center. And he wasn't making changes. It's like, you can see that these people are coming onto you, but you're not making changes and expecting a different result. I was very frustrated with Arteta because of that, and it showed his inexperience in a title race. He's never been in a title race before, and you saw that this man is not up for this game. So, I mean, it's still a fantastic season from the boys. I'm still proud of the team. It means we are going in the right direction.
Definitely.
All I'm saying is there's still 5 games left.
Yes, let's go.
Football,
Let's go there.
Football, I'm not there for. So it means there's still a possibility that Arsenal might be Premier League champions.
So
So me, I'm still saying.
what's possible now?
Huh?
What's going to happen according to you?
According to me, what's going to happen is that
With the
City,
possibilities.
City are gonna play Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are gonna cause them problems.
That's true.
Listen to my theory.
Yes.
Listen to
Let's
my
debunk
theory.
it. Yeah.
Listen to my theory.
Sure.
My theory says that Real Madrid are gonna give City problems, and they're gonna focus on the Champions League. And Brighton is gonna do something. Mm-hmm. Right? Everton is gonna do something as well. Even Brentford is gonna do something. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It sounds like a prayer more than anything, but it's fine.
The title is going down to the final day of the season.
No, but you're right, Doc. You're right, because it's like you can never project to say this is what's going to happen, because City won't win all the games at least. And you won't win all the games, so there's still a possibility.
But you know what? What's the difference for me, boy?
Yeah.
Is Pep and the boys have been here before.
That's not enough. It's not enough.
No. We saw the telling thing. Arteta has never been in this position where he's chasing a league or he's being chased down. He's never been in this position.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And we've seen him so many times when the fan hits the shit. When the fan hits the shit, he doesn't know. Because literally, Arsenal fans are losing it, boy. They're losing their shit. They're hitting the shit out of the fan, boy. So I think that's what my worry is. I've been backing Arsenal, but I think the boys don't have the character yet. They don't have what it takes. And if they do win it, for me, it's just pure luck for this next 5 games.
Nah, but you can't say it's pure luck because
It's
we've
not
been
pure luck,
playing
yeah.
like this the whole season.
Yeah.
So
I don't think.
In hindsight, we honestly deserve to win the league. It's just that the problem
Yeah, I
is
don't know
City
if
are
we
just
deserve,
too good.
yeah.
You see, under normal circumstances, if City was not playing at the level they're playing at, Arsenal would be winning the league.
There is no normal circumstances. Wait.
Nothing is normal
there's
about this situation.
If City were not playing at this level, United were going to win the leaague. When they came second with Mourinho.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, it's true.
So there's no
You're
normal
right,
circumstances
you're right.
in the Premier League. That's what you're saying.
No. You see, if City wasn't this machine of a team, then it means Liverpool was gonna win 3 of those Premier League titles. Man United was gonna win a Premier League title as well.
Under normal circumstances,
Now I still
Under
say,
normal
guys.
circumstances.
there is no normal circumstances. I want us to do away with that.
Now I still say, gents, Arteta is a small boy when it comes to Pep. I'm gonna end it there. I think he showed it himself.
We know that.
No,
It's a
he
fact.
is. He is. A lot of people are small boys when it comes to Pep, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong.
He's earned the right to be called the greatest manager at the moment. So.
Oh yeah, Damko, at the
there's no shame in
moment.
losing. Yeah, there's no shame in losing to someone like that. But
Yeah, I know.
all I'm saying is, it's been a brilliant season from the boys. I'm proud of them. And there's still a possibility. Even today, West Ham might do something.
Nah.
The Hammers! Come on, you Hammers!
They can only hammer you, man. Except, before you go,
Football I know there for, boy.
Boy, no
Before you
team
go-
from London is beating City, boy. London is swag. We told you the other time when you were saying Saka is the best player in London. Swag! Bam!
until Vinicius came to England.
Him losing to City doesn't change the fact that he's winner in the world.
Boy, let's be honest, Saka has been quiet the past few games.
And I think
boy.
you've missed him.
Arteta, you see, with Arteta, also another thing with Arteta, what pisses me off, Saka has been off form for the past 3 games, and
Yes.
he's still playing him. And I don't understand why. Just drop the motherfucker, and then obviously, if you drop someone, then he's gonna wake up, he's gonna come back to form.
But the
He's
thing
dropping
is,
the wrong people. Martinelli is our top goal scorer. I don't know why he's getting benched. Like, I don't understand what's going on from Martinelli.
and big shout out to Odegaard, man.
Players should stop.
Big shout out to your captain, man, Odegaard. Danke. He's so right. He can't be bullied by the other Norwegian.
There's no way.
He did the things.
You know, boy.
Cooked Chelsea. Fuck Chelsea.
Cup on copy cooking. Except
Before you go.
Chief,
Did you see?
yeah?
Did you see those finishes, boy?
Boy.
No. We saw those finishing, but it was poor defending.
What?
It was poor defending, man.
You can't tell me that.
Yes, no, the finishing was good, but it was poor defending. The ball was not supposed to get to him.
Yeah, you see those first time finishes are proper. Boy. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate Arsenal can't finish first time like that. But before you go, boy, last questions, boy. Pirates is playing Chiefs. We know Pirates. You want Pirates to win, but we think we're not gonna say anything.
What?
But Chelsea, Chiefs is not losing.
No, this thing doesn't apply to that statement. Doesn't apply now.
Who's scoring? Who is scoring?
The history, no. Let me tell you something. History tells us that Kaizer Chiefs versus Pirates in the league, Chiefs always wins. Kaizer Chiefs versus Pirates in cups, Pirates always wins.
Not always.
Yes.
Not always.
In the Black Label Cup.
And that's not a cup.
We haven't played each other in a cup in a while.
No, we played each other in the MTN 8 semi-finals, and we won both legs convincingly. So you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that.
When was this?
Can't tell me that.
I remember Motencho Chimad. Remember that?
Well, which one is that one?
That's fine. Find out. You find out.
You see now you need to go research your football.
No, Mara, we did beat Chiefs in the cup somewhere. Until 8.
But there's not enough history. There's not enough history. So who's scoring?
This season, Chief.
Who is scoring? Is it?
Yeah.
Who is scoring?
Golden and Lodge.
Don't.
I fuck Massimo.
We'll end this conversation with saying Nisalengati.
No, thank you,
Danko boy.
Shout out, boys.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Hey, boy, we were saying, Harry Kane. See you in June. He's coming to United, boy.
Yes.
Wait. Since when?
Without any hurry, he's coming.
Any hurry. Walking with a cane. He's coming to United.
See you in June.
I just know it. Hurricane is coming to United.
I feel it, boy.
Easy,
For sure, boy.
Sharp, Jay.
Away.
Hurricane is coming to Man United.
I wish we
with
will.
no hurry. Walking with a cane.
I wanted us to call Kevin, but it's going to take a long time.
No, it's fine.
Time now.
And then, what in closing? Where do you want to go?
I want to close with congratulating FC Barcelona. You know, when you win the league, other teams or fans of other teams which are not real, they act like they are not seeing what's happening. I mean, this Barcelona was knocked out of the Champions League, knocked out in the group stages. That's embarrassing, man. But their form, you have to commend what Xavi has done with this team. You have to commend. Real Madrid has only beaten us once, that 4-0 in the Copa del Rey, all in the second leg. And we've beaten Real Madrid, and it's not even about Real Madrid, it's about the league. The way he has already set the most clean sheets in the season, Xavi Hernandez.
So he's a pep boy.
But also, to be honest, I've never rated Don Carlo as a league coach. I wish teams had league coaches and cup coaches.
Yeah, because Don Carlo is not that one.
He wins.
You wait for Champions League, he'll win you that.
He's not there for a long run. He just wants to sip his coffee and raise his eyebrow. Then it's your car.
And smoke your cigar.
I want to congratulate Barcelona well in advance. I know they will win it. Shout out to Xavi, shout out to Gavi, shout out to all the boys. Coolies with color football. This is only the start. And when you get the goat, hey.
Which goat?
It's going to be planned.
Which goat? Is the company a grazing field now?
If we get the goat, it's curtains. It's curtains, man.
The one on sick leave.
It's curtains.
Paris.
It's been taking a bit. There's a theory that Messi was resting for the national team there by PSG, and I agree. So, Lionel Messi, see you in June. See you in June. What do you want to say? Let's close it by, man. Hey, what do you want to say?
Hey, man, in closing, I saw Rio Ferdinand stole your saying, boy, or your question.
Which one?
You remember when you asked if Arsenal don't win the league, United go and win a trophy?
That's not even my question. That's the thing. It's the question that everyone is asking. I'm just
but I saw he raised it now a few weeks ago. We had raised it a long time ago to say on this podcast.
Sorry. I know it's. And then some other pundits, they are saying
it's Rio Ferdinand.
No. Others, they were countering that they're saying, but Arsenal deserves it because they're already winners. You can't be winners if you haven't won anything. There's no
won
way.
Games.
Yeah, but
That's
continue,
it.
dog. That's what Rio was saying.
Yeah, that's
continue.
what Rio was saying. But
Continue.
shout out to Rio as well, man. I'm gonna go there. I know you said you wasn't go.
In the Premier League.
Hey, you know. The other one, I don't know him, so. I only recognize Rio Ferdinand as a whole of Fame.
Now you must check. You must check him out.
You must
No,
check.
it's Tony Adams there.
You must check him out.
Eh?
Check him out.
Who is he?
You must check him out.
Tony.
It's Peter.
Tony.
It's Peter Check.
It's Tony. Oh, Peter Check is there as well.
I think he made it.
Okay, we'll talk about it on the next point.
Made it, yeah.
Oh, Peter Check. Check.
Peter Check, protect the temple. Shout out to Superman.
Better protect the temple.
Peter Check, protect the temple.
From Peter Check to Cap.
Guys, but at least he's not even keeping clean sheets. What kind of keeper is this? Damn, man. Mr. Westwood,
In closing,
what do you have to say, man? You have no Champions League now.
Hey, what a horrible season. That's what I have.
when you gonna beat Real Madrid? Do you think the other blue team has a chance?
Which one? City?
Yeah.
I think so. I really think City has a chance this season.
Treble.
And Champions League. Yeah.
And Ghana, we are seeing them in Wembley.
Yeah.
See you in Wembley.
So it's up to you.
It's
up to you.
Let's go marching on. Wembley, as the Reds go marching on. Wembley, I'm telling you, let's
Going
go.
to Wembley for the second time. Not
Yeah.
even for the second time
This season.
in the final.
In this season.
So, what do you want to say now? What were we talking about just before that? Oh yeah, I have a weird theory again before we go. The team that is going to win between Real Madrid and Manchester City, they are not going to win the Champions League. Whoever wins, not. Especially if it's Real Madrid. If Real Madrid makes it to the final, the Italian teams is going to make it hard. But if it's City, I think City has a chance because they can outplay any team. But
Yeah.
Don Carlo over one leg. Aye. but with that being said,
I can't do that eyebrow, but bombastic
Hey,
side eye. I think
hey.
it's a bombastic side eye.
so with that being said, if Madrid makes it to the final, they won't bottle the final. So hey, I'm contradicting myself, but it's fine.
That's what I was saying. I was saying.
If Madrid
about it.
go.
I think I can agree with you. You saying whoever's gonna go through this semi-final tie between City and Madrid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, now I say that good they won't win it. Especially
but I think
Because like that is one way.
I'm sorry, but let's talk about.
on the other side, it's Inter and what? Benfica.
It's Inter and AC now. And I
Yeah.
think if AC makes it, or any one of them, but I think
Rafael Leao.
Rafael
So
Leao.
cooking Napoli, the whole team.
Jeru. Guys,
Let's
you can
pack
live
it.
I
Let's
can
pack
live
it.
You can
It's
live
been
it.
a good pod.
It's been a good
Load
one.
shedding.
Shout out to everyone, man.
Thank you. Episode Hurricane.
Episode 30K. I'm very proud to. This episode, what? It's episode 30K, but yeah,
See you in June.
It's been a good.
It's
It's been a good season. I'm proposing something now. I must record every week now because it's crunch time.
It's crunch time. now.
Can't record bi-weekly.
Yeah.
See you in June.
See you in June. See you
Again. Excellent. Shout out to Gogo. Ugogo wami.